Shall we begin? Shall we begin? All right. Let me paint a picture for y'all, right? The thing that irritated me the whole time I was dealing with the border jumpers, aka the illegals, right? I was on this topic hard because I got to watch and see the crime rate go up all over America, especially in the ghetto when nobody's smiling, right? But y'all leaving out one aspect. You leaving out the fact that Kamala Harris, Biden, and the Democratic Party put out a billboard. These people didn't just come over into America illegal. They set a trap for them people. They got a bullhorn, and yo, what would you do if you heard the American government was giving out food stamps, triple the amount of food stamps that American citizens was getting, a place to stay, and a get out of jail free card? These dudes was coming over here and the courts was ordered to release them after committing crimes, after crimes, after crimes. So you come to America and you leave your home country and you're able to eat damn near unlimited supply of food because they giving you food stamps or snaps or whatever you want to call it to go shopping. You get to lay up in the hotels with room service. Who wouldn't come to America? Who wouldn't swim through waters and climb over borders to come to America if you wasn't promised the land of milk and honey? Bottom line to it is, these politicians had prisoners released from the worst parts of the world, gave them driver's license, gave them permission to get gun license, all for a vote. Now, because the Biden-Kamala administration and the Democratic Party was so foul and so filthy and willing to do anything, they was willing to do anything to win a vote. Now you got illegal immigrants that got comfortable because America wasn't bothering them, because they was working class Mexicans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Trinidadians, Ecuadorians, whatever you want to call it. They was working class and they wasn't bothering nobody, and the government wasn't bothering them. But now, because Trump was left with no choice, and this Jedi mind trick that's being played on us, now he has to play the cleanup man. In the process of him cleaning up what was done deliberately, good people is ending up being deported.
My immigrant brothers and sisters, I know you're not felons. I know you're not criminals. I know you're not drug dealers. You're the hardest working people in America. You inspire me. And I feel pain for your plight. Nobody gets a joy of seeing you picked up and handcuffed. It breaks my heart to see Latin people, Latin bodies being treated this way. We're 70 million Latin people, United States citizens, 10 million immigrants. We need to stand up for each other. We need to stand up. You can't be quiet during this presidency. You need to act up, speak up, and fight. And to do whatever powers we have, whatever tools we have to use them. I'm with you. I feel very offended by this attack on immigrants, and especially because the majority of them are Latin immigrants who look just like me, who could be my cousin, who could be my aunt, my uncle, my nephews. It's insulting and demeaning to our whole race as a people, as an ethnic group, and we cannot stand for it. It dehumanizes us. He calls us animals and criminals. It's disgusting, and it's unacceptable, and we can't allow it. Even if we have to speak out and fight against this language and this dehumanization of our people.
Good children are watching their parents being snatched away because the children have citizenship, but the parents never got citizenship. So now the parents, the ones that's paying the bills, is being sent back to their country while the children is being left in America with ICE or whoever else or whatever else can do whatever they want with these children. And no, I don't, absolutely not. And I'm getting sick and tired of people being cold-hearted and ruthless, because the reality of it is, the one thing I keep sitting up there saying over and over and over again is that these laws, once they finish with these laws, once they finish cleaning up and enacting these laws on these illegals.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo.
Who was always the target? Who was always the target? By the FBI, by the CIA, whether it was the crack game, whether it was the dope game, whether it was the coke game, and then when they couldn't do any more and there was nothing left to do, they took over the music industry. Used the music to lead us right to the penitentiary. Do you think that they're done? No, they're not done. So when people sit up there saying, what's our fight and what's not our fight? No, I totally disagree. I totally disagree with this situation, because you don't sit up there and entrap people. That's like the detective, them women. They pull up on you. Or rather, they're on the whole stroll with lingerie on. And as soon as you pull up with your thirsty ass, you're like, shorty, you want to go on a date? Yeah, I want to go on a date. And as soon as you say you want to go on a date, with that decoy that you thought was a prostitute, you end up going to jail for prostitution. That's called entrapment. Those people were lowered over here. They didn't just come over here. The Democratic Party set out and laid out the mousetrap called welfare, called apartments. Even set these people up and sold them. They were sold a dirty dream. They were sold a dream that they was going to become homeowners. And some of them actually ended up getting inside homes just for Trump to come into office and snatch everything back. That's foul. It's absolutely foul. Am I mad at Trump for doing what he have to do? No. But as a man that's watching what's going on and seeing what's going on, yeah, how am I not going to be emotional? I have a gardener. I have Mexican dudes that I've been working with for years that was actually, taking care of my landscaping that I've grown to have a little friendship with. And it's like, to see them affected, like, no, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't be that cold-hearted, because my life is not that miserable like yours, where you sit up there and you see somebody being snatched away, their kids being snatched out of the school, and you be like, oh, well, good for them. They shit. That's because your heart has been hardened for whatever reason. My heart is not hard like that. why I just enjoy seeing bad happen to people that didn't do nothing wrong. Coming through here and snatching up the illegals, the ones that did wrong, that clearly did wrong. I don't have no problem with that. But the ones, like I say again, the ones that's been working and busting their ass to give a better life. Because, you know, some people want a better life for their children. And they willing to climb a wall. They willing to break into a country illegally. They willing to swim in rivers with river monsters to give their children a better life. But some of you, coming from where I come from, the ghetto, where nobody's smiling, you wouldn't do nothing to give your kids a better life. You're going to live in the projects. You're going to die in the projects. You're going to live in the tenement buildings. You're going to die in the tenement buildings. You're never, ever, ever, ever going to do nothing to get your kids out of the ghetto. Some of those people, they was willing to do anything, even break the law, to get their kids out of the ghetto. But some of you, y'all die in them projects and leave those apartments to your children instead of leading them to the promised land. That's my take on the situation. It is what it is. Y'all already know. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. These people didn't just jump over the border and come here. They was led over here by promises, empty promises. I'm out.